All right, let's take a look at Fly on the Wall. So we all know that this one, the Fly on the Wall album's got its own unique sound. So for the sound of this one, I've turned up the high treble channel on this one a little bit to get a little bit more gain, and also just added a slight bit of reverb. I know that we know Angus has got a lot of reverb on his guitar, and I think Malcolm's got a little bit as well. So we're going to start this one off with this A chord, and we're going to play all these chords twice. So A, G, D, and then back to G again. Alright, and another thing about the sound on this one, when Malcolm plays this G chord, you really hear these higher strings ringing out a lot more than maybe you normally would on some of his playing. And it may just be that the treble's up on his guitar, because it's definitely a more treble-y album than a lot of the other ones, especially the later albums. So anyway, we're going to play those chords through twice, and then we're going to play this riff. So that's just A, third fret on the A string, second fret on the A string to your A chord. So all together we're going to have this. At first I didn't think he was playing this part, but he is right after Angus does the intro. He definitely is playing that. You can hear it on the isolated track. All right, then we're just going to play the same chords, but we're going to let them ring out for the pre-chorus. And now we're going to get to the chorus. So the chorus is probably the trickiest part of this one, because we've got to move back and forth between G and D pretty quickly. So we're going to do this here. A once, and then we're going to play G once, D once, G twice, back to D, and then end on G. So all together we have this. Alright, in the second time through, we're going to do the same thing, except now we're going to play a D chord at the end twice to A. So when you go to that A after that D twice, it's kind of like there's some open strings right before you hit that A chord. I thought it was A twice, but it doesn't sound like that. It just sounds like you're kind of hitting some open strings and then hitting that A chord. All right, so that takes us through the chorus and all the main parts. So let's take a look at the guitar solo and see how this one wraps up. Alright, so as we head into the guitar solo, we're just coming out of that main chorus. So we're going to end that chorus, if you remember, D twice, and then we hit that A chord, but now we're going to hit A 2 times, and then stop playing. Malcolm stops playing, and then Angus finishes that riff off. The then Malcolm's going to come back in on that A chord. So this is how it should go here. And then Angus finishes the riff off, plays that lick again, and then starts his guitar solo, and then Malcolm will come back in on that A chord. So we're going to play those same chords now. We're just going to let them ring out each time we play, and then we'll play that riff in between as well. And then the last time he plays it, he's going to play and then we're just going to hit A 2 times, but we're not going to let it ring out. G 2 times, not let it ring out, but we're going to let the D ring out and the G ring out, and then we're going to play that G a little bit more before we start the final chorus. So it's going to be something like this. And then we go back into the chorus and finish this one up. So there's no changes at the end. It's just going to play through the chorus chords until you get to the end of the song. So that's it for this one. Killer track. We'll see you next time.